Welcome to the blending lesson. These are the colors we'll be using. So you're going to need something round like a CD and a pencil. You're going to draw a circle and like a brim of a hat going halfway up the circle, starting at the bottom center. And we begin with color number 5. It's a mixture of black and burnt umber. So what we're doing is we're loading the brush up with paint, and we're going around the borders, and we're painting it in. This area of paint represents a shadow. Now the paint is the consistency of, or it's somewhere in between, oil and melted ice cream. In this first layer, we're just trying to fill the canvas with paint. As you can see, we're mostly painting with the side of the brush because that's where all the paint is at. If we were trying to paint with the toe, we wouldn't be able to get as much paint on the canvas. So we use the belly. We're trying to get the paint to cover the canvas. We begin to blend in the next layer. You might want to keep a blow dryer handy for this lesson. I edited out when I dried the black paint. Don't want to get any of that paint on my hand. So we add the second color. We're painting color number 2 in like a crescent moon. Painting in a shape like this can be really challenging because you have to be able to maintain the circle and also be able to paint in the arch. It's not going to be such a big deal for us, and if you make any mistakes now, it can be easily corrected. All of this will be painted over. And we load the brush up with as much paint as possible. I then go on with color number 3. And we want to get about half of the sphere covered with these 2 colors. And just like before, we load the brush with paint. And you don't have to be super careful or super clean, because this will all be covered. The paint at this point is very translucent. You can see through the color and see the canvas. We now go in with color number 4. It's a very light color. And I made a bit of mistake. I left a ridge where the colors meet. on the right side. You could see the little ridge. It creates almost a shadow. When it dries, it's going to leave a line. But it's not that big of a deal because I'm building up layers. And as I build up the layers, the ridge will disappear. And finally, we add color number 5. And we just paint in this oval. We're painting just over where the pencil meets the paint, because we want to completely get rid of that pencil mark. As you can see here, colors number 4 and 5 are very similar. After we're done with the first layer, it should look something like this. Like I said before, it's just to fill the canvas up with paint. You should be able to see light spots in your painting. And as we know, that's just fine. It's just the first layer, the first of 4.